Hello friends, welcome to this new video. Today we are going to start a new topic of chapter 3 and it is statutory corporations. In this video we are going to learn everything about statutory corporation like definition, features, advantages and disadvantages. Let's start the topic now. Statutory corporations. Statutory corporations are public enterprises which came into existence by a special act passed by the Parliament. This act defines its powers, functions, rules, regulations and also define how to govern its employees, what is a relationship with other government department, etc. It is created by legislature and it is financially independent. That means they are not depending on a government for the funds and their earnings are also not deposited to government treasury. And they have a control over specified area like food, insurance, shipping, trading, finance, etc. And they are doing some commercial activities like production and sales. Some examples are there like Food Corporation of India, Shipping Corporation of India, Life Insurance Corporation of India, Industrial Finance Corporation of India, State Trading Corporation, etc. are the examples. It has a separate legal existence. Therefore, here we can see the statutory corporations have a power of government as well as operating flexibility of private enterprises. Now let's see features of statutory corporations from different point of view like formation, ownership, it has separate legal existence, finance, what is the condition of accounts and audit and what is the condition of its employees. First is a formation. Statutory corporations are created by special act passed in the Parliament which defines its objectives, powers, privileges. Everything about the corporation is well defined in the act itself. Second is ownership. This type of organization is fully owned by state governments. The government is providing funds to the organization, receiving profits, bearing the losses, etc. Next is a separate legal existence. These corporations have separate legal existence so they can sue or be sued by others. That means they can file a court case against anybody or anybody also can file a court case against the corporation. They can enter into contract, they can purchase properties in its own name. Next is finance. This type of enterprises are independent for finance. They are obtaining funds by borrowing from the government or public or revenue received by them. They don't have to deposit their earnings to the government treasury. So they are arranging their finance from themselves. Next is accounts and audits. A statutory corporation is not subject to accounting and audit procedure which are applicable to government departments. Even it does not have to any relation with the central budget of the government. So their accounts are audited, but the rules or procedure are not applicable which are applicable in other government departments. Last one is employees. Employees of such corporations are not government or civil servants. So the terms and conditions of government are not applicable here, but in respective act the condition of service is given, but sometimes some officers are taken from the government department for the top level post. Now let's see some of the advantages which is enjoyed by the statutory corporations. First is they enjoy independence in their functioning and a high degree of operational flexibility is there. Here undesirable government control is not seen. So it is the biggest advantage. Next is since it is not funded by the government does not interfere in their financial matters like receipts, payments or any decision related to it. Next is it is created by special act, so they frame their own policy and procedure with power given to them by the act. So they are deciding everything. But some issues require prior approval of government, that we have to remember. Last one is it is a valuable instrument for the economic development of the country because it has a power of government combined with operating flexibility of private enterprises. So both the qualities are mixed here in statutory corporation. Now let's see disadvantages. Statutory corporation also suffers from several limitations. Now let's see them. First is in reality Statutory corporation does not enjoy as much operational flexibility as seen in it. All the actions are subject to many rules and regulations they have to follow. So here you can see the flexibility is seen on paper only. Next is government and political interference is always seen in major decisions and where huge funds are involved. Next is corruption is also seen in public dealing in statutory corporations. Another thing is there, delay in decision making is also seen in statutory corporation because many times government appointing advisors in corporation board who controls the functions of corporation.